What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the wonderful channel again, Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. The name of the show, as usual, is Football Minutes, hosted by Nate Zion and my co-host Stephen G, who is here with me. And I hope everyone is doing well. Y'all are doing wonderful. It's still cold here in Michigan. Let me know what the weather is like in your own location, whatever continent you're watching us live from. Let me know what your weather is like and how your day is going. Today's show, we are going to look into man like Raheem Sterling, Omari Hutchinson, Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki is the guy, and also the future of Raheem Sterling. As I said, Raheem Sterling out as a title. Today's show, Raheem Sterling out, Chelsea's secret weapon, Omari Hutchinson, to replace him. Is he the guy to replace Raheem Sterling? And also other transfer news we'll be talking about also on this platform. We all know that the situation going on, as we know, with Nico Williams, Fabrizio Romano, barely ever go wrong on news, such news. He has come out a week ago, and another one came out not too long ago. So it looks like Chelsea are keying on their main target, which is Nico Williams. It's Raheem Sterling's time at Chelsea numbered. Omari Hutchinson rapid rise is causing a star, a rising star. We already know what he can do. We're going to break down the latest Chelsea transfer news, FA Cup, the semi-final draw, and also the battle for Ryan Cherki. Newcastle and other football clubs are also interested in this talented young player, Ryan Cherki. Is Hutchinson the future for Chelsea? Is he the guy also to replace Raheem Sterling on that left-hand side? Get inside scoop of this transfer news and the whole topic, the whole show. So guys, be with us, not going away. Stay tuned as we get into the nitty-gritty of today's live stream. We'll be just right back in a second. Hang in there. Do not go anywhere. Be back in a second. Welcome back again. We are on the way, giving you today's topics. If you're just joining us, do not forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Steven is here with me. We're going to take you through the next hour of live streaming. But if anything else that happened, and if it's getting so exciting, remember, we will stay a little bit longer. But Steven, welcome back again, big brother.
Another day, another stream. Only second day into the week, unfortunately, but then I can't wait till the week's over because we're on international break at the moment. It's only friendlies. Can't wait to get them over with, get back to club football.
Absolutely. Only international friendly is just to head out. Stephen G just said it over here.
Well,
But yeah, let's
friendlies for
go
the most part anyway. There's obviously
friendly.
some people who are still doing qualification for the Euros because there's playoffs for that. But for the most part, it's just friendlies.
Thank you. Stephen, what you got going on today?
Not a
Going
lot to be
shopping?
honest. Huh?
Going shopping?
Nah, just been chilling at home. Go hopefully see Chelsea women smash Ajax, so we don't need to worry about second leg at the bridge.
Absolutely, guys. If you don't know much about it, Chelsea women are playing the Champions League, a first leg between Chelsea and Ajax. Chelsea is on a away trip. They are all the way in Amsterdam playing the the female version of the Champions League. So if you don't watch it, please, if there's no interesting game there for you, why wouldn't you go and hop on the TV and try and support our women, support Chelsea women? Yes, make sure. Hopefully we can have Frank Katie and his sisters or these young ladies come back home with a victory. Let's see what we can get, and also, we hope the injury players, speedy recovery players like Mia Fisher, Sam Kerr, top strikers, and also maybe I think Ramirez is what I heard.
I
Also,
think she's injured. I don't know what it is because
she's
she missed the
injured.
last game and she didn't travel with the group for today either.
Yeah. So another striker has to be in place. I mean, we still have Frank Kevy in there. So
It's all right. It's all right. We got Lauren James. It's all right.
Lauren James, yeah. The dazzling Lauren James, who will get the goals. So yeah, beautiful guys. We are still live. Yes, we are live. Streaming to two platforms, YouTube and X to be precise, formerly Twitter. We're live on it. Steven, we're gonna start from there's always a point to start from. One place. We're gonna look into Ryan Sterling, the comparison between Sterling and the rising star Omari Hutchinson. Chelsea fans have to look into this very carefully. There have been so many talking points in the fan base. Hutchinson, explosive pace, Steven. Hutchinson is a guy with so much explosive pace, mesmerizing dribbling, and the lethal eye for goal that makes him forced to be rocking with. Unlike Ryan Sterling, who's always running into brick walls. Save Omari Hutchinson, Ryan Sterling. Would you replace him with another inexperienced? Would I say inexperienced, but inexperienced, young, talented player who's making so much headlines in the championship?
I wouldn't replace him primarily with Hutchinson because we need experience in this squad. Now, as we always say, different people have a different opinion on what experience is to them. And as I say, obviously age is a factor to a degree. But for me, it's more about the number of games they've played in one of the top divisions and stuff like that. So, for example, Mark Gurhey, right? I believe he's played 97 Premier League games, and I believe he started every single one of them. He's also the Crystal Palace captain. That, to me, is experience. You've played nearly 100 games in one of the top leagues, arguably the top league in the world, yeah?
Yeah.
And you've started every single game that you've played in that competition. And you're also the captain. So you've got leadership ability as well. Which is a bonus thing on top of that. But yeah, I wouldn't replace him primarily with Hutchinson. But I'd maybe have Hutchinson around the squad next season. He'll be under 21 still, so he wouldn't have to be registered on the Premier League list because he's under 21. But I'd probably have him around the squad, and then you bring in a more experienced option as well.
That's right. That's what I'm like. Stephen G is giving his opinion.
Because also, we don't know if Madueke is going to be here or not. He might be going on loan as well, don't forget.
Right. Thank you very much, Stephen. Big up to you, Nehemiah. Nehemiah in the building. Nehemiah said we gave is this we gave Sterling
Means we have to
sell.
sell.
We have to sell players before first June. Otherwise, we'll be in serious trouble. Yeah, absolutely. There will be players that will be sold. We'll get into that one, the FFP situation, and
All I'm
also
saying on that is don't trust everything you hear, especially from TalkSport, because it's a lot of scaremongering. Chelsea could easily raise funds, right? I'll just touch on it briefly. We can go back to it either another stream or later today if we need to, yeah?
Yeah.
But let me just quickly say this, right? Say we need to raise, I don't know, 100 million, yeah? 28 million obligation for Lewis Hall kicks in the summer. 35 million release clauses on Ian Martin, yeah? And you could potentially sell Chalobah for 20 to 25 million, yeah? So between Chalobah and Martin, that's 55 to 60 million, yeah? Add Lewis Hall onto that, and you're at like 90 million. Easy. 3 players. Done. Snap of a finger. Easy.
Big up to you, Luca. Luca said hi to everyone here. Luca, thank you very much for joining us here. Nehemiah said we have to sell players due to FFP. I mean, thank you very much. I do understand what you mean, but yeah, if you just hear what Stephen was trying to explain, was just saying right now exactly what it means. Definitely, Chelsea have to sell a couple of players to be able to make things up. Chelsea have also made quite a lot of profit. If you are thinking that Chelsea will be under
Also, I
look,
forgot
guys,
to factor this in.
the
Sorry
FFP. Guys, hold on. We'll come to the FFP situation. Else, we'll be out of. We're not going to go according to the topics that we have on the screen.
It's just a 2-second thing I'm going to add, right?
All right.
Also, don't forget we're getting 4 million from Fulham because of Breyer hasn't met the criteria for them to get away without paying it. So that's an extra 4 million that's going in.
Okay. Well, thank you
That
very
was
much.
the only thing I was adding.
All right. So that is just by the way, Steven dropped that, or where all that money is gonna come from. It's very easy. It's very, very easy for Chelsea to make up to wherever. And I think that Chelsea have lost. I think what I've heard right now, Chelsea reportedly lost 19 million in June 2023, which if they sell, like I said, I don't want to get into it, but with FFP, financial reasons and all that kind of stuff, it's on the line coming, and we will talk about it. We will talk about FFP. Please let us, if you're just joining us, let me go through the topics again for the show. We'll be talking about Omari Hutchinson comparison. If that young player will be the best fit to replace Raheem Sterling. Stephen also share his view and his opinion that it will be better to go for a more experienced player to come into that role. We're all talking about experience, and maturity also counts a lot. Omari Hutchinson have done very well with Ipswich. They are on the verge of promotion to the Premier League. That is what we're looking at. That's a kind of a player, very, very, very good player. And also, we're talking about those two players and also some transfer news. We're gonna analyze Raheem Sterling, also moving away from the football club. Is it the best thing to do? And also, we'll be talking about Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki is back in the line again. Chelsea were having a link with him in the summer, but it didn't work out. But now Newcastle are jumping in, and other football clubs are also jumping in. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, and also the FA Cup draw. Chelsea will be facing Manchester City again. For the third time this season. We've already met them twice, which has been a barring game. Was a 4-4, and then a 1-1 at Etihad. 4-4 at Stamford Bridge, 1-1 at Etihad. But this one will be the same thing again, home and away. So four games with City in the 2022-2023 season. That is what was that, Stephen? 2024, right? 2023-2024 season.
You said 4 games.
Yeah, it's going to be home and away, right?
No, it's the FA Cup semi-final, so it'd be 3. Because the semi-final of the FA Cup's at Wembley.
One game.
Only the Carabao Cup has
Oh.
2 legs in the semi-final.
All right. So I started a point of correction there. I thought it was going to be a home and away, so I was saying 4 games. It's going to be 4
All
games.
FA
So
Cup
3 games.
semi-finals take place at Wembley.
That's
so it's only
that's
one leg.
one game off. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, so just like I said, a 1 game off, Chelsea will be facing Manchester City. It's going to be another difficult game, but a neutral ground, so no one has the edge over the other. But I think that Chelsea can do it. But these days, you know, for quite some time now, Wembley has been a dodgy ground for Chelsea. Has been a
Only in finals.
Ground. What was that, Stephen?
We're normally all right in the semi-finals. It's the finals that's the problem.
The finals, yeah, definitely. So we'll look into that also, and also the financial FFP will come in where we discuss where Chelsea are in terms of financial fair play and how much money they can coop up, they can bring up to be able to save their season. The 2024-2025 season will be a very, very difficult season for Chelsea in terms of financial fair play. So also, if there is any update regarding the football regulators or regulating football, we'll also give it to you guys. We'll talk about it before we hop off this platform. So let me see AJ. AJ, thank you very much. AJ is joining us on the show. Nehemiah said that Nottingham. Is it Nathaniel? Is it Nathaniel and Gallagher together? Nathaniel, is it?
I don't know where you're looking.
Is it not Nathan? Nate?
I can't see. I'm so confused.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Big up to you, Ghulam Mustafa. Ghulam Mustafa in the Nehemiah said that we are not getting an Osimhen. It's unlikely. Absolutely, I don't think so. It says big up me and Steven and everyone in the chat. This not is this not? Is it Chaloba and
Nottingham got 4 points deduction yesterday?
Yeah. Nottingham Forest, right? Nottingham Forest got 4 point deduction. Dedicated. It says deducted 4 points. Absolutely, that is true. Sterling, Gallagher, Cucurella, Chaloba may be gone before June 1st. Right, so Naomi said that Ericsson can replace Gallagher. Who? Ericsson, Manchester United.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I ain't taking
nothing against him. Just A, it's unlikely, and B, there's no point.
I mean, it's never gonna happen. You know, it's not like it's not a bad player.
I don't want him anywhere. Nothing against the player. Just
AJ said, I am United fan. What's up? Absolutely, AJ. Thank you. Nice to have you on the platform. United are flying right now. They are Momentum Football Club. Yes, Manchester Momentum Football Club. They are playing on momentum. If you give them the chance, they will get a goal, and that's all. They don't play that beautiful football, but they're doing the most important thing in football. It's getting the wins, which I wouldn't begrudge them. I wouldn't take anything away from what they are doing. It's helping for them. Eric Ten Hag, is that how you want to play? Are Manchester United fans happy in the way Eric Ten Hag is playing? Is directing the football. I don't know. To me, I mean, if it's winning, that's fine. If it's not winning, then we have something to talk about. I don't complain if there is win. I didn't complain about Jose Mourinho. Pack the back system. I don't care. That's his style. Are you okay watching Pep Guardiola boring football sometimes? If you're okay with that, then I'm also okay watching Jose Mourinho, who wins. I don't care about how they play. At the end of the day, the ball has to make it to the back of the net, and that's all we do. We went to Liverpool. We played negative football. We won the game 1-0. Courtesy by one man sleeping, and then Baba took advantage. And Jose Mourinho said that's all matters in football, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to see win. I don't care about tantalizing and dazzling football when at the end of the day you end up losing the game. We've seen that happen many times against Liverpool, against Manchester City, against Arsenal, where Chelsea outplay these teams on the pitch but end up going home with just a draw. I don't want to see that. I want to see the team winning. You get what I'm saying? I want to see the team winning. So I don't care if they play negative football or whatever football they play. So yes, we got to get it going right now. Steven, apparently it looks like Raheem Sterling might leave, but the destination could be Saudi.
Good. That's my stance on it. I want him gone, man. You know I want him gone. The guy does my head in. How are you gonna do an interview, yeah? And you say, if someone's in a better position, I'll pass it to them. And then you've had 5 situations like that this season where you pass it to them and it's basically an open goal and you don't pass it. You're experienced, yeah? Even players who are unexperienced have. Do you know, I was going to try and find a polite way to put it. This one's not really polite. Even the inexperienced players have the footballing IQ and brain cells to know that, oh, he's in a better position, let me pass it to him. And then you want to take penalties off of Cole Palmer. Yeah, when Palmer hasn't missed a penalty all season for us, for Chelsea. Yeah. And you wonder why fans get annoyed. Look, I don't really agree with the booing, yeah? I don't agree with that. Because, okay, he did stuff that you don't agree with, but at the same time, he's still our player. And we have to put up with that as Chelsea fans. At the end of the day, should he took the penalty off of Palmer? No. He missed that. And then at the same time, yeah, he's then gone and took a free kick. Not only has he smashed it over the bar, he smashed it about 5-10 yards wide, closer to the corner flag. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, he smashed it high into like row Z, so to speak, yeah? Then I saw the replay from behind him, and he smashed it near the corner flag.
Nowhere near.
He's not just smashed it high, he smashed it near the corner flag.
I think, Stephen, the replay doesn't give justice from where the angle is looking at. It's always widening where the ball is going. But if you get the angle,
it went off of the screen. Yeah, it went off of camera. You couldn't see it. It went that far. You couldn't see
it. But Raheem Sterling, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to. And I can't understand Raheem Sterling's situation. I think, Stephen, he's trying to impress himself. I can see that he wants to get on goal. He wants to get on form. He's trying to impress, but it's not there. It's not coming. It's like he's trying too hard. Will I put it that way, Stephen? Is he trying too hard?
Maybe, but also at the same time, is he making
things easy for
him? I don't even know how to word it. Is he making stupid decisions because he wants to try and prove a point? Yes. Is that a problem? 100%. Should he be doing it when there's people in better positions than him? Absolutely not. When someone's in a better position, or someone, for the penalty example, someone hasn't missed one all season, yeah? You pass it on the one where you've got a teammate who would have an open goal, and you do not take the penalty off of the man who's been taking them all season for your club and scored every single one without fail. If he lets Palmer take that, I'd say 95% chance he scores it, because I always give that a few little percent that it gets saved or you miss, yeah? So let's say 95% Palmer scores that. Yeah? You're then, 2-0 up at that point? Because I think that was before we got our second goal. And then you go and get the other goal. Oh, you're 3-0 up. And then Sterling also had a one-on-one that he hit about 4 yards wide somehow. I'll never understand Sterling, man. What's your stance on Sterling? What do you think should happen?
I mean, I think it's time for a change. I think he's past his level. And he's not, like you said, he's not making things easy for himself. And I don't think he's an example. He's setting a good example for these young players at the football club. Because one thing, Steven, I want to ask, has Mauricio Pochettino laid down his penalty takers at the Premier League? which to me, I know that Cole Palmer is a penalty taker. A second penalty taker is Enzo Fernandez. But looking at this scenario that we saw over the weekend, has Mauricio Pochettino stated who his penalty takers are at the football club?
You would think, based on how it goes in the league, that Palmer is your number one penalty taker, right? But we saw Sterling try to do this against Arsenal, and you had Enzo Fernandez step in and say, no, Cole Palmer's taking it. Yeah? So he's tried this before. Let's not kid ourselves. He's tried this before, Sterling. And he had someone tell him Palmer's taking it. Yeah? Palmer hasn't missed a penalty. Is it that Sterling thought we didn't have someone strong enough on the pitch to tell him, no, leave it to Cole? Or is there something else to it? Because if I'm a teammate and I see that's happening, yeah, which I'm sure a couple of them probably did, right? If I saw that happening and I had one teammate who hadn't missed a penalty all season, taken basically every penalty when he's been on the pitch, yeah, I'm going over and I'm going, what are you doing? This player has not missed one all season. He's reliable from the penalty spot. We've seen that. He may be 21. He's got the record to back him up on the penalties this season. I think he's taken 5 or 6 penalties, scored every single one, and convincingly as well. I can't think of one penalty of Palmer's which I was like, ooh, keeper nearly got to that. I can't think of a single one.
You're not saving it.
Like the Man City one, okay, the hand was somewhat near it from what I remember, but it still went top corner. It was a very difficult one to save.
I agree with you, Steven. Thank you very much, Steven, for his honest, opinion. I feel like it's time for Raheem Sterling to move on from the football club. It hasn't helped. The team. Looking at the price tag and looking at his experience and how much Chelsea paid for him, he's the highest paid player among these young talented players, and everyone is looking up to Raheem Sterling and what he can offer. To me, I feel like he's not offering nothing on the pitch. His leadership is not being recognized or is not shown on the pitch. Leaders lead by example. If you're a leader, you have to understand that maybe I'm the leader, but I'm not. This is not my role. You give the leadership, you give the respect to the young players. If you know that Cole Palmer is the recognized penalty taker, what's your problem over there? You took the ball from him when he was not willing to give it to you. So you fought, you're crying about the ball. And when they give it to you, look, you make a mockery or you make fun out of that ball. You mess it up. He messed it up big time.
It was a tame penalty.
Yeah, he messed it
up
big time.
There's barely any power on it. I saw the replay back, yeah? He's hit it essentially with his heel, like the side of his heel is basically where he made contact. Got no power on it, down the middle, and the keeper saves it with his feet. Like, what are you doing? Do you know what? I hope he learns from this, yeah? The lesson being, don't be greedy, don't be selfish, leave it to the man who's reliable, yeah? And let him take them. That's the lesson that has to be learned.
I feel like the pressure really got into him that made him play that ball. But to be honest with you, he hasn't been successful. He's been a failure for Chelsea Football Club, and that's where we got to go. It's time for him, Sterling, to move on. I agree with Steven. I think we're on the same page. Exactly, Sterling is being stink. It's being stink. That's coming from Nehemiah. Nehemiah says Sterling must be sold anyways. Poch is too stubborn. Anyways, he's not a coaching material, according to Nehemiah. Guys, we have 7 of us watching live on the platform. If you haven't dropped your like on the video or you haven't participated in any of our poll, the poll is right there. What is Chelsea's ideal summer transfer window? And I've put the options over there. Please do not forget to like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, like and share, and subscribe to the YouTube video. I've sent all the information there. The first one on the list, I said Hutchinson and Williams. Inaki Williams in and
Nico, isn't
out.
it?
What was that, Steven?
You mean Nico? Nico Williams. Was the one
Nico
you didn't
Williams.
answer.
Sorry, apologize for that. His brother is Inaki Williams. So Nico Williams out. Looks like we have 75% of the vote so far. 4 votes at this moment said yes. So guys, and also the other one said Raheem. Raheem in what's that? Omari Hutchinson sign. I don't know what's a Juan over there for. Probably it's a mistake. Type in error. And
where are you looking?
On my screen on YouTube.
There's nothing that says Joanne.
It
says Raheem in Lone Hutchinson signed DM as the second.
It looks like a J. It looks like a J, but
no, it's because where the comma is, you've confused yourself.
Yeah, because there was
Raheem in comma Lone Hutchinson signed DM.
Yeah, actually, there was not much space for me to put the right pull down, so I have to squeeze the numbers close, the letters close, so I can be able to make sense in there. So, guys, thank you, each and every one of you that have participated in the poll. I just want to know your views on what you want Chelsea to do in this up and coming summer transfer window. And Nehemiah is rocking the chat to this. All Nehemiah. Where are all of you? Where are all my moderators? Nehemiah is not a mod, but then he's the one repping and then sending everything comments in there. Nehemiah said, when does transfer window open? It is in the summer. It's not far off. The summer is right here. As of now, we're in spring, waiting for summer to come in. So if you're 10 of us on YouTube watching that, do not forget to let me know where exactly you're watching the stream from. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Your host for the shows all the time is Nizan, myself here, and my man like Stephen G also in the building. A big one. Big up to our lovely lady on the platform. I want to love you forever. She's here. She said, I'm here, Nee. Thank you very much. I want to love you forever. We got 10 of us lovely viewers on YouTube watching live. And also we got, I think, almost about 13 of us watching live on Twitter. X, you might call it. 7.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Ryan Cherki. Some reports have been there that Cherki heavily linked again Chelsea. You know where Chelsea are. Chelsea will be linked with everyone in this world. Cherki is back in the news again, linked to Chelsea, also Newcastle, I think Manchester United, and other club are also involved, reported by some accredited journalists. Would you fancy him? A move for him? Sell Gallagher, bring Cherki in. Are you in for that, Stephen?
Sell Gallagher and bring Ryan Cherki in.
Yeah.
I'm not against selling Gallagher. I think he's improved this season, but I'm not against selling him. But I'm not sure that Cherki's the solution, basically, where I'm looking. Huh?
Why not, Stephen?
I just think we got too many players who can sort of play similar roles, to be honest. I don't think we actually need to sign him. I think it's just media linking Chelsea because Chelsea's such an easy link to make to players. Realistically, if I remember rightly, he plays on the wing or I think as a 10 as well. I think he plays both. But I don't think there's any need for us to sign him. I don't think he'll be the solution. I don't even know if he'll get game time if he did come to us. So, for me, I'm going to say he's not the solution, but I'm also not against selling Gallagher either. Like, Gallagher, if he stays, good. If he goes, fine. Not fussed. Not sure where you stand on that one either, though. Do you think we should get Cherki and sell Gallagher, or?
To me, I don't know. I haven't seen so much. It's just the news comes in and goes on the Ryan Cherki, but I haven't seen so much that makes me more confident that I have to bring Ryan Cherki in. You know, sometimes I feel like did Chelsea really scout Mikhailo Modric before bringing him? Did they just watch a couple of YouTube videos before bringing this player in? If they scout him, what was that, Steven?
Before bringing who in?
Mikhailo Modric.
Oh,
Modric. Did they really scout him? If they scout him, how long did they scout Modric before they felt like, okay, Modric is ready for a big move and pay that much money for Modric? That's how I feel. So have they really scout Ryan Chucky? Or is it someone that's trying to throw the name out there because he has done some dazzling, or maybe he has have one season in the French league, so he need a move to a club like Chelsea. We don't have to be looking at players that have done good one season. We need consistent players that are match winners, game changers. That is what Chelsea need at the football club, in my opinion. But Ryan Chucky, to be honest with you, I don't think that he's the right guy to come in, even if we sell, we sell Gallagher.
Sterling.
And I
Oh,
don't want
Gallagher,
Chelsea
rather.
to sell Gallagher, but it looks like how things shifting towards Chelsea would have no choice but to sell Gallagher for a full profit for FFP reasons, which we'll be getting into that scenario. So if you're watching us, we'll be getting to that the subject, the FFP, and why Chelsea will have to sell Gallagher, in my
One
opinion.
thing I'll quickly say though is
Yeah.
I do feel like Mudryk is sort of starting to get some good performances now. The issue is whenever he has a good performance, okay, the weekend was a bit of an exception, but that's more because Enzo was suspended. Whenever he has a good performance, he then starts the next game on the bench, which means he can't build momentum. But I feel like he's put a few strong performances together recently where we're starting to see a bit more of what he can do. He seems to have adapted by now. He's starting to contribute more. He seems to be creating more. He's having a bit more confidence in his game as well.
Yeah.
And also, he got robbed of a goal by Sterling on the weekend because Sterling decided, oh, I've messed this up with my touch and absolutely bottled it. I'm going to stand here for 5 seconds. So he got robbed of a goal on the weekend as well.
Um, it's not getting that easy for Sterling. When we talk about Sterling, always we got to be in the same talking point, the same talking point all the time. Rhyme Sterling, rhyme Sterling. Yeah,
It's
let's
infuriating.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nehemiah said I have rumors Spurs interested in Gallagher. Yes, Chelsea, Spurs are
Spurs have
really
been
interested,
interested though,
but
but
he won't move there. Go
I
ahead,
don't
Steve.
think you are. Yeah, I was basically going to say the same. Him and his family are like very big Chelsea fans. He's basically like family full of Chelsea fans, basically Chelsea fans like their whole lives pretty much, especially Gallagher. Um, so I find it very hard to believe that he'll be going to Spurs. I think it would have to be another team, probably from Europe, that come in for him. But if I'm Chelsea,
Yeah,
I'd still offer him another couple years on a current deal, just so that you got that security. Because if you offer another couple years, yeah, you can go. I don't have a year left on his deal anymore, so his price has just gone up. And despite Chelsea not having a good season, us not having a good season, as if talking as a director of Chelsea, he still had a better season than what he had when we were valuing him at 50 million. So if you didn't think he was worth 50 million before,
yeah.
then look at the stuff he's done this season, then you could say he's improved. And therefore, you can't argue with our valuation of 50 million. So it's a minimum of 50 mil or nothing. That's what I think Chelsea would be trying to do. If they're smart, you offer him at least a couple years so that you can keep that value. Otherwise, clubs go, we'll just wait. He's got 12 months left. Just sit, wait till January, and we'll start making offers in January.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much, Nehemiah. Nehemiah said I don't want Cucurella to leave either or Chaloba. And big up to you, man. Like Luca CFC, the building said, hi, Luca. Hi, Luca. Luca, I don't know. We've discussed a little of the topic. Is there any of these topic that really interests you? If there is any of the topic that interests you, just let me know. We can get into it. Luca. Guys, so we're still looking at the FA Cup draw where Chelsea will be meeting Manchester City in the semi-finals before they make it to the finals if they win that game. If City wins it, is it all written for City to retain the FA Cup trophy. We're gonna look into that also as the show goes on. We've done 40 minutes of live streaming wherever you're watching us from. If you're watching us from Twitter X, do not forget to follow our account on Twitter, like the video, and share the video for us. Also on YouTube, you can also subscribe. Click on the link or wherever you can follow us on YouTube link over there and follow us on YouTube as well. Nehemiah said that I wish the owners renew Gallagher's contract, but I feel he just treated like Mount. No, not really. I do not really bad treatment. They would love to keep Gallagher. Everyone will love, even if he's not starting, he can be a squad player. He could be a squad player, but with the situation at which Chelsea are at this moment, the only best way they can be able to save themselves away from FFP, financial fair play, it means that they have to sell homegrown players that has more value, that can bring in lots of money. You get what I'm saying? And Gallagher is one of the guys that can save Chelsea from getting into a certain situation. I'm sure they will definitely going to put a buyback clause or maybe some kind of a percentage on his sale. Where, to be honest with you, if Gallagher wants to, there's a move for Gallagher in the future, he has a chance. Chelsea will have will be the first team on the sheet to to be asked if they want Gallagher back. Should in case things start getting better for Gallagher. So do not worry. There are a lot of players there. The team still has to move on. They've been talented and wonderful players that have come to the football club and left. So there will be more players. We don't have to hold on one player all the time, just like we did with Mason Mount. I'm a Mason Mount lover. I love Mason Mount, and I was against the club selling him. But then he's gone. Now it's all over. Another players are in. Those there will also going to leave. So let's not hold on to players for too long. We want true and true Chelsea. Absolutely. He is a true and true Chelsea. But everything will come to pass. You have to understand that. Nehemiah said, I wish the owners. Okay. Big up to you, Scala, aka United. He said, you scammed the United with Mount, and now it's Spurs 10.
No, he won't go Spurs, Gallagher.
Big up to you, Nee, and everyone in the chat. Big up to you, our lordship, lawyer of the channel, Makeem himself, my brother from London. So big up to you all. Big up to you all. Big up to everyone. Stephen, any more you want to say in regards to some of the comments that came in? I'm about to drop the link.
The only thing I'd also say is that it's not the owners that offer the contract, it's the sporting directors that offer it. It's the only thing I'm going to add.
Gulam said, to be frank, we got he says we got you back by beating you at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but we still got to play you at Stamford Bridge and at Wembley. And in semi-finals at Wembley, we have a good record. It's just the finals we don't. Oh wait, no, we got City. Never mind. If we beat City, then we'll probably get you. And because it'll be a final, we'll probably get done by the official or something.
Gulam said United scammed themselves. It's not Chelsea. It's not we that scam United. United that scammed themselves. They were highly interested in Mason Mount. They were interested in him. I wonder who could replace Gallagher if he's gone. Stephen, who do you think would be the preferred person to replace Gallagher in that role? Who do you prefer?
I mean, Gallagher's playing in a 10, so you could have Carney or Nkunku there. So you basically already have the players there.
All right. Stephen, also, I know we discussed this off the channel. Scala is in. I'll get back to you, Scala, in just a second. Stephen, we discussed this off air, where we discussed that Real Madrid will be letting at least 2 players go. Should Chelsea look into these players? And the players are Luka Modric and this German international, what's his name again? Toni Kroos. Luka Modric is around 38 years old, 37 years old.
Modric's about 38, Kroos is about 34.
34. Will you prioritize, or do you have any interest of bringing one of these guys in our midfield? just for maturity and experience to help these young players? Would you prioritize that?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. This is double down on it. No way. Would not do that for a second.
You wouldn't take them even for a season?
No, I wouldn't. You could get experienced players who are younger and can be there for a longer period of time and aren't going to be on 500k, whatever they're on at Real Madrid, like 400 odd thousand a week. Like, it's very doable. Get someone who's younger than them, but still has experience and can come in and do a job. Also, at the moment, we've got quite a lot of midfielders as it is. So midfield isn't really an area that's a priority for us to add in my opinion. It's more, if we let one or two wingers go, we need to bring in at least one winger.
Yeah.
We need to get in a striker, a proven, clinical, experienced striker to come in ahead of Jackson. Let Jackson learn off of them. Yeah. Because as much as Jackson's missed, he's still got nearly, what? I think in all competitions, he's got nearly...
I think it's got double digits.
Yeah, he has. I think he's got nearly 13 goals, so he's not far off getting at least 15. And someone said at the start of the season to me, they said, for his first season, I want him to get about 15 goals. So he's not far off what my friend set a target as for him.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's about getting a striker, get a left back, sell one of ours. My preference would be sell Cucurella because the guy does my head in. And then you get a centre back as well. So right centre back to be precise. So there's 4 positions that I'd say we need, and I'd say at least half of them would need to be experienced players coming in. So at least 2 of the 4.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. Thank you. I really appreciate Stephen G. Absolutely, that's a man in there, Stephen G himself. Scala in the building. Nehemiah said, it says we have the opportunity to win City. No Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh yeah, Haaland pulled up in training with Norway and couldn't continue.
Absolutely. The Saski Guna, the man himself in the building, the Saski Guna, who is replacing Guna Vittel at this moment. I always love my Arsenal fans. Saski Guna in the building says young Italian looks good, like Cassidai. The young Italian looks good. He dressed like an old school player. I don't know why, man. It's too old school. The haircut, everything's so old school about that player. Saski Guna said that, and young Guna Omar. Yes, Omari Hutchinson, yeah, he ripping it up with Ipswich at this moment. Maybe makes money now of make money of him at this moment. That's what Saski Guna is saying. Saski Guna, much love to you, brother, for taking the time, spending time on that platform. I know how time is very, very is it what I say efficient, or how important time is. But if you get time to tune in and listen to what we have on the show, as usual, you love your brother and you support me. So thank you very much, Saski. Saski Guna. Guna Mustafa said that both are old. Absolutely. Not because the Premier League is a difficult league. Gunnar said that both will have the same issue like Silva is facing with age at this moment. Absolutely, you nailed it. You nailed it, Gula Mustafa. Absolutely right. We can get Brahim Diaz coming from the Hemia. Brahim Diaz, we'll look into him at this moment. Chelsea have best young players anyway. 16 going on 17. Kendry Pierce, Ecuadorian wonder kid. That will, yes, he wouldn't be the guy to come in and do that job. Too young to come in and fill Gallagher's boots. Ajax women and the Chelsea women match just began. Thank you very much. So it means that we've done 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Steven, you got it on your screen? Absolutely, yes. Nehemiah said that reminds me of Cassidai and Santos. Can replace Gallagher. Says can call me Moose. Okay. Is it Moose? Moose, right? Steven, is it Moose? My channel, Moose Sports, will just get back from London.
Moss.
Was awesome trip. Spent, it says spent
I think it's
lots
Moss.
of Moose, right?
I think it's Moss.
Moss. Okay. Moss. Okay, thank you very much, Moss. I'm always willing to support all your platform, guys. If you're watching us live, well, I think we have almost about 11 people. Yeah, 11 people rocking the channel. What, guys? We can make it to 15 or 20 likes today. We can do that. So, guys, if you're watching the show, our brother here, Sasuke Guna, has a channel on YouTube. Look at the three dots right by his name. Click on it. Anyone here, just give him a like. Let's build that community. Let's support him as usual. I'll click on it right after the stream ends. I'll click on it and give him a follow, or even I can do that whilst we're discussing this right now. Sasuke Guna, man, we're gonna support you. Yes, a little bit will go a long way. I promise you. Moose, thank you very much. I like Randy Moose. Oh, okay. I hope I'm saying it right. It's yep, I'm saying it right. We have to spend before June 30 Nehemiah. So let me welcome my brother here, Scala, who has been so patiently waiting for me to stop waffling over here. Scala, welcome back again, and I hope Ramadan is treating you well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really celebrate it because I'm not Muslim.
Oh, you're not
So,
Muslim. What are you?
yeah, I'm Christian.
Oh, I didn't know. I apologize. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
sorry
can't you
for
tell by my
butchering.
name? I mean,
Oh,
that's
I
weird.
apologize for trying to give you a religion that you don't belong into. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
but like first things first, I would love Chelsea to be to get into the FA Cup final because I'm not trying to see Man City. They absolutely obliterated us the last time we played in the FA Cup final. So
Yeah.
that's one thing because similar to United, I don't rate Chelsea like that. I think Chelsea again, I want to say like United are a bit of a fraud team. I think you guys play well against a good team and very bad against a bad team. So you seem to drop your level against the opposition you play, which is very much like United. So I'll fancy my chances against you guys and against Man City, who I know, they are again they are doing going for another treble. So I expect them to be playing, maintaining their standards. So yeah, that's the thing I was wanted to clear out first. But yeah, again, you're the only team not to get beat by Man City this season. So I mean, if anyone can beat them at Wembley, I guess it's you guys because we are incompetent at beating. I mean, can you believe that we are the only team to lose against Man City of any of the top six sides? So that just shows like how clueless we are. Even the game against Liverpool, I won't say that we won because of our brilliance. It's just because Liverpool thought that 2-1 is a good lead and we should just have fun. I mean, if they would have scored a third goal, I mean, United were done. But somehow they decided to, you know, uh, I don't know, like piss around and not finish the game off. So yeah, that's why I said like United is a fraud team. Same goes for Chelsea. You cannot expect a certain level from both of these teams. I mean, one day I mean, I just mentioned you in the chat that I mean, we beat you guys convincingly. Then we lost 3-0 at home to Bournemouth. I mean, who does that? So, when I say that both of us are same, you can probably have many instances like that where you beat a good team, like
Mhm.
you played so well against Man City, then then you put up performances like Wolves. So yeah, man, you cannot really expect any consistency from both our teams. So yeah, that's why I said like I'd rather face you guys in the final than Man City, who are
I
by
think
the
we
way
got a
again
good record against you lot in the final, don't know.
yeah, they beat us last season. They were going for the treble and we lost. I mean, we lost the in the first minute when Gundogan scored. So it's not
No,
like we
but
were
you
like,
said about you'd rather face Chelsea, but I think we've actually got a good record in the FA
yeah,
Cup
yeah, yeah.
final.
You beat us in 2018. If you remember, like for some reason, Phil Jones decided to go on a piggyback on Eden Hazard and give you a penalty, and we lost.
Go on, Phil
So
Jones.
yeah. So I mean, that was a lot. I mean, isn't that the last final you won before the Champions League? So yeah. I mean, you won the Champions League,
Yeah,
then
and
you
then
lost
we've
to
been to
Leicester.
3 finals in the last
Yeah.
4 years. We lost all three to Liverpool on penalties, Leicester 1-0 and Arsenal 2-1, but there was a lot of controversy in the Arsenal one, so
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, relatively, you guys also don't have a good record in finals, but yeah, man, I'm not trying to see Man City. I know what they will do to us. So yeah, but I was reading like somewhere like Chelsea's summer spending could be limited because they are on the margin of FFP. But I won't be too worried about that because you guys have so many sellable assets who can just like full profit, not even like players you have bought. Like players like Conor
Mhm.
Gallagher, Lewis Hall, and all those guys. Who's this?
Well, Lewis
Matson.
was gone anyway.
Yeah, he's gone. I think they are going to make it. Is it permanent? Like I'm like Lewis Hall. I
Yeah,
think he's
so
still.
it's a
Yeah.
28 or 30 million obligation, yeah?
Hmm.
But it's basically guaranteed anyway because
Yeah.
the clause for it to become permanent to trigger the obligation was actually Newcastle related, not player related. And it was
Mhm.
that if they finished higher than 15th in the league, then the obligation
Hmm.
gets triggered.
Okay.
If they finish basically 15th or lower or 16th or whatever,
But
then it wouldn't have become a permanent move.
Scala and Steven, does this really make sense of triggering trying to trigger a player's contract or what do you call release clause if he doesn't even play that much for the team? Why would you trigger his
No
release
need.
clause?
They're
Why would
not
you?
triggering. They're not triggering a release clause. They inserted an obligation. You know, you get options and you get obligations on loan deals. You get option or
Mhm.
obligation, or you get neither. Yeah,
Right.
they put an obligation in that should Newcastle finish 15th or higher, the deal becomes permanent. That's what happened.
Huh.
And they're
Oh.
basically guaranteed to finish above 15th.
All right, so AJ, thank you very much, Stephen G. AJ, watching us live on YouTube. AJ, I know you're a United fan. We have a United man over here. He's going to give us all the inside scoop of what is going on with Manchester United, from Mr. Jim Ratcliffe to all the way to the Glazers, down to the grass and the guys that take care of the grass. So over to you, Scala. Before Scala comes in, let me see what Sasuke Guna is saying. He says the other guy said my name right. Steven, how do you pronounce this name so I can get it right this time?
Moss.
Moss. Moss, right?
Mhm.
Not Moose.
Moss.
Moss. Right, Steven? Moss.
Yeah, Moss.
All right, thank you very much, Sasuke Guna. I hope that I get it right this time, Moss. Moss says correct. LOL. Thank you very much. Lucas said big up. Look at you've said big up many times. Big up to you too. I hope everything is well and the family is doing wonderful. Happy birthday to Hakim Ziyech. Man like Hakim Ziyech, the wonderful player from Morocco. If a Gallagher wants to stay, he has to score more goals. I don't think it has to be the number of goals he scores. From what the situation is, Gallagher will have to go, whether he score goals or not. Poch said he wants to see Gallagher score more goals. The player that, to be honest with you, I want you guys to notice this. The player that a lot of you guys want him to leave, that I feel that he's not going to be leaving, is Matt Cucurella. Cucurella will not leave the football club. I have my reason, and I want to put it up here. If Cucurella leaves, when I say something, do not take me serious. I feel like Cucurella will still be with the football club. Let me go to Scala. Scala, can you give us an update? AJ is here. AJ is here with us. He's a United fan. He wants to get all the updates and the things that is going on with Manchester. Okay, Stephen, I got your message with Manchester United. AJ, is there? Scala, take us
Yeah,
through.
I mean, there's not much happening with United at the moment because obviously it's the international break. But Jim Ratcliffe, he has spoken to some kind of a podcast, and he just mentions that we cannot sign players like Mbappe and Bellingham. We rather get the next Mbappe and Bellingham than to invest such a fortune on one player. So he was saying that the big change which has to be done with United is to get the top level, the board level sorted out, because that's the people who are going to make the important decisions. And I think that's the right way. I don't really want United spending big money on players who are just like stars. That's what we have done for a lot, probably since Fergie retired. If you look at the players we bought, most of them we have spent big money and they haven't done well. So that's what he was saying in that podcast. And then he was asked a question like, who do you want to win the Premier League out of City, Liverpool, and Arsenal? And he said, none of them. I don't like any of them. So then he said that if I was to press to pick one, I'll probably pick Arsenal because Arteta has impressed him, all that. So that's not really an update on United. It's just that Ratcliffe, he's talking to various media outlets and enlisting his plan for the future. And yeah, the big update is like Kobe Mainu. He has got the England call up.
Mhm.
If that's interesting to you, Although I didn't want him to go to England because I don't want my players, especially young players, playing for Southgate. I really don't want that because I think this guy can put permanent scars on young people, especially like Kobe Mainu, who has been probably our player of the season. If you look at, and this is his first season, so I think that's the biggest update for today. Kobe Mainu getting his made in England call up, and yeah, I mean, yeah, if you are interested, like Mason Mount, he was back. He's back from his injury, and Casemiro has pulled out of the Brazilian squad. That's pretty much it.
Thank you very much, AJ. You had all the updates coming from Scala United, top Manchester man. He's a top guy over here. So Scala, thank you very much for the update on Manchester United, guys. We're still on it. We're still on. If you have any question on Manchester United dealings and things that are going on with the football club, is there going to be a new stadium, or are they just focusing on the club right now? Is there any update on new stadium?
Yeah, I mean, so what they want is they have obviously given two options. One is to reinvent or refurbish Old Trafford, or
Yeah.
to completely make a new stadium, which is what I'm getting an indication that's what he wants to do. Like he keeps saying that we need a Wembley of the North, like we need a stadium which is like the latest, similar to Tottenham Stadium, and which the people in the northern part of England are proud of. So basically, what he's telling, like, I want the government to make our stadium so that, like, if you see West Ham Stadium, it is not owned by West Ham. It is partly funded by the government. So that's
The
what he
government.
wants to do. So that's what they're trying to, ask the government and all that. And if you saw last week, the mayor of Manchester, he was
Yeah.
saying that we are getting the required signature from all the northern part of the government and all that, so that we can put this kind of a manifesto in the parliament. So
That's
we'll
a
see what he
disgrace,
does.
by the way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a like a cop out. Like they want basically the taxpayers' money to build a stadium, which is especially in the
Disgusting
cost
to
of
put it
crisis which is
in the
going on in
budget.
the UK. It is a bit of a, it's not the priority, I guess.
All right. Thank you very much. Scala have summed everything up, giving us an update of what is going on with Manchester United Football Club. AJ said, AJ is in the building. Says, what you guys make of the new Premier League bill getting passed in Parliament? He said again, said, will it gonna affect FFP? I know that's where we're
No.
heading towards right now with this news, FFP and the bill that it will pass in the parliament. If you have any updates on it, we'll give you the latest update on it, and then we'll let you guys know. Satsuki Guna said the Chilwell always get hit. Nehemiah said Kukurela, okay, why not Gallagher? I'll explain in a bit. Menu England call up, tie him up. To be honest, Poch didn't allow Martin to leave in the summer. Well, this is my explanation of why Cucurella is not going anywhere. Mauricio Pochettino is so upset with Matt Cucurella. I know the journalists and me myself. There's so many questions that we asked Mauricio Pochettino during the summer, and the question was that Cucurella's performance hasn't been good. Does he have any plan for Cucurella? He said he sees Cucurella to be a good player, but players have moments, and you may see it to be a PR. And to be honest with you, if it's just going to be a PR with all these players that come in, Cucurella wouldn't be there. He wouldn't sell Maxine. He wouldn't let Maxine go, who is an academy grown player, and leave Cucurella at the football club. He wouldn't do that. So I'm telling you why. One of the reasons why Cucurella is not going to go anywhere, as people think that Mark Cucurella will be leaving the football club. When he's healthy, he's playing. When he's not healthy, he doesn't play. So anytime you just watch it, he plays Cucurella ahead of other players, and you wonder why. Why is it not playing Matson? Look at the height of Matson. Look at the height of Mark Cucurella. Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. But he doesn't see Matson as a left back or whatever. But he sees Cucurella as either left back, whatever he lets him play that position. So that's some of the reason why I said he's not going anywhere. But yeah, Stephen, it's a question being asked over here from just a perspective. Just drop a little comment to Stephen. Hashtag Stephen out of the building.
Hashtag Chelsea perspective.
Okay. AJ, Stephen, and then Scala. AJ asked a very, very wonderful question. I'm gonna take Scala's view on it. What's your thoughts on these? What do you call it again? Oh, these
the independent regulator.
The independent regulator. Will it affect FFP, Scala?
I mean, I don't really see why Premier League clubs need to fund the EFL clubs. That's my personal opinion. And I mean, if you have lots of money, it's your choice whether you want to give it or not. I mean, if the EFL is making the Premier League to forcefully do it, because if they do it, there'll be like an investment of 300 to 400 million annually, which can be distributed to the lower league clubs. But again, this is completely on the what's the word? Like it's completely on the it's up to the Premier League clubs whether they want to do this or not. So that's why they're trying to get an independent regulator, which will be, while they say it's an independent regulator, it's appointed by the government people. It's not really an independent regulator, and they're trying to pass this bill in the House of Commons that I think I didn't read the whole thing, but there were like 6 things mentioned in that which said like fan involvement should be there.
It's a go, guys. So let me give you an update. Chelsea just called. VAR went to a review, reviewing that goal. But yeah, apparently Chelsea has been guaranteed a goal right now. So Chelsea won. Ayers nail right now. We can see it coming. Beautiful goal. Nice footwork up by good writing. And I think it was a beautiful goal by Lauren. Who else? Lauren James. Guys, look, Lauren James does what Nicholas Jackson and Ryan Sterling could not do. He just went past the goalkeeper and then slotted in. What a beautiful goal. He just walked the ball into the goalpost. Lauren James. Steven, you said we don't need a striker. We don't need Ramirez. We don't need Mia Fisher.
I didn't say we don't need them. I'm saying we don't need to sign a new one in the summer.
I'm just joking. If you have Lauren James, who need all these strikers?
I think that's her 19th goal in all competitions this season.
Yeah. He's having a beautiful season. Big up to you, Chelsea perspective. People are asking, is it the man himself? Yeah, they said, yeah, that's him. He says, yeah, Nehemiah, big up. Absolutely. What's up, Chelsea perspective? Coming from Nehemiah for Nehemiah himself. David Fofana looks good. Being out alone away from Chelsea. Sorry, Scala, for cutting it off. I just there was a goal that came in. I want to break it out for all that are listening and watching live on the show. So sorry for cutting you off, Scala. Apologize for it.
Yeah. So again, like it's they are appointing a government-based independent regulator who have like 6-point plan. We're trying to put a 6-point plan to the parliament. But again, I'm not really sure. Like I saw this, like they are not willing to participate, especially the big 6 clubs, because they are the ones who generate most of the revenue. And obviously, if they are supposed to part of that revenue, it is going to impact the running of the club. Because let's be honest, I mean, clubs like United, who have like the 3rd or 4th highest wage bill, they could not be losing like 80-90 million pounds a year just to fund the EFL clubs. So I'm not sure that's going to get passed. And even if it gets passed, I think there will be some very strict conditions, like especially from the big 6 clubs, because not everyone of us, like especially United, they are like on a debt of 800 million, more than that. So I'm not really sure that happens, but it won't affect the FFP this window, but maybe in the future. But I read that 6-point plan, and one of them includes the Super League, which they said that if this bill gets passed in the parliament, no English clubs will be allowed to even entertain the thought of a Super League. So that's a big statement in there. So I don't think it's going to affect the FFP at the moment, but if that happens, if that bill gets passed, probably in the next transfer window, it could affect.
Thank you very much, Scala. Steven.
So basically, I think one of the things is to do with the finances, isn't it? And basically, it's to help clubs like getting into a situation where they get liquidated. I think it's one of the other reasons for this independent legislator. See,
But Stephen,
that
from what
that
I'm
thing,
Stephen,
that part of
one
it
minute,
makes
from what
100%
I'm reading,
sense.
Stephen, 1 minute. From what I'm reading, I feel like it's going to affect the smaller clubs who don't have that much to spend, and then also benefit the bigger clubs again. From what I'm reading, but go ahead, Stephen.
But this is what I'm saying. The bit where it's to basically help with the whole financial stuff and all that, yeah, in terms of basically, I think it's to help avoid clubs getting liquidated and all that, yeah. That part of it's good. I don't think anyone can complain about that, yeah.
Mhm.
But then we need to know the full information of, okay, this is what they're doing. We need to have more detail on it, and our club's got to be able to ask for certain things of it to be changed and whatnot, because that's the key information, is that, okay, some of it is good, but the rest of it, I can't see clubs agreeing. But like I said to you earlier, I was reading an article and it said that if clubs fail to meet or basically pass or whatever it was, the wording, these requirements or some BS like that, yeah, they could be fined anything up to 10% of their revenue.
That's 10% of the revenue.
Yeah. So basically, if your club makes 800 million in revenue, just, I don't think any Prem club does, yeah? Unless you're Man City, where you fiddle with your finances and lie about it. But
It will take
the
time.
point is, I'm just using that as an example. Say, okay, let's say 600 million. Let's go with that. Say a club makes 600 million in revenue, but they don't do or meet or whatever it was, the certain things that have to be done under this regulator, they could be fined up to 50 million because it's up to 10%. So you make 500 million as a club in revenue, you could be fined up to 50 million.
That's right. Stephen, I think we have Nehemiah in the studio. Nehemiah, welcome back to the studio. It's always nice to have our viewers calling in, which I'm always praying for. That the viewers need to contribute, need to get engaged, because the platform is made for them. Nehemiah, welcome back to the channel. What do you have for us today, Nehemiah?
So I want to say that maybe Gallagher. I want him to stay, but I don't want. I don't know if he's gonna leave.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about Gallagher, whether he's going to leave or not.
I don't know if he'll leave.
I mean, in terms of Gallagher, Nehemiah, thank you very much for the comment and your question. In terms of Gallagher, just like we're saying, how things have shaped itself right now for Chelsea to be able to get the whatever they've lost in the season. I think according to report from Chelsea. In terms of finances, Chelsea have lost a couple of money. From what I have on my sheet right now, they've lost 19 million in June 2023. So for them to be able to make up to all that money, financial fair play, for them not to get in trouble, they have to do the same thing they did with Mason Mount. So where Chelsea were able to make a profit of 512 million last season, isn't it, Steven?
Yeah, you cut out for me. I don't know what happened. So
yeah, I was saying that Chelsea were able to make a profit of 512 million last season in terms of number of players that they sold. So this season for Chelsea to be able to, because remember Chelsea, if
How
Chelsea
about
qualify
Osimhen?
for Europe, it means that they have to sell two homegrown players and make up to certain amount of money, which Gallagher will bring up a lot of profit, which will be full profit. It's not a player like maybe Modric or some other players. Lukaku, you're not going to get that much from Lukaku. And who else? Ziyech, you're not going to get much from Ziyech either. So Gallagher gives you almost about 50 million. Then Chalobah will gives you almost about 30 something million. And Matson also another homegrown player.
Chalobah will probably be about 25.
25. So almost all these players are homegrown players. Homegrown players. So that will cover FFP. I don't know if we did answer your question right, Steven. Go ahead.
The quick way on that is Martin has a 35 million release clause. He's an academy player. We didn't buy him. Therefore, he's pure profit. Same with Lewis Hall. 28 million obligation, which is about to be triggered because they're not finishing 15th or below in the league table, Newcastle. So straight away, you're over 60 million.
That's right.
Then Broya potentially 25, 30 million. And then Chalobah potentially 20, 25 million. So straight away, you're already over 100 million with that alone.
Nehemiah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Definitely. Thank you very much for those comments. Nehemiah,
But Osimhen's unlikely, I think. Osimhen,
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Steven, Victor Osimhen. It looks like Chelsea are looking for other strikers. Do you think that Chelsea still got him in mind, considering the amount of money you're talking about? Anything over 100 million to get Victor Osimhen in the summer. Do you think Chelsea do that?
His release clause is about 110 million, something like that. 110 million, his release clause, something like that. I can't remember the exact number. It kept changing. 1 minute it was like 120 million pound, then it was 115, then it was 110, then it was 105. It's like, okay, can we just get a number that everyone can just state as the truth, because we got like 4 different numbers. At this point, possibly say it's unlikely, but then at the same time, it's not like we're short of assets to sell, and it's been spoken about how much he would want to come to Chelsea. We got a lot of the African former players that have talked to him and stuff like that as well. So things can change. Sure, at the moment, it might be unlikely, because of we might need to sell a certain number of players and whatnot. But things can change quickly, is what I would say. Realistically, if we can get rid of those players quickly, when you include Lewis Hall as well, because that's what happened, then who knows? Maybe straight away we're straight back in for Victor Osimhen. You never know. So unlikely, probably at the moment, but things change quick when it comes to transfers. So I wouldn't rule anything out, especially with the way that we know the ownership want a marquee signing.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Stephen, for adding that to it. Nehemiah, any more question?
Is Sterling leaving?
Raheem Sterling. I think he has to leave. From what we said earlier on, reports are saying that he might end up either Chelsea will find a deal for him in Saudi Arabia. I don't fancy top teams in Premier League going for Sterling, because he's already played Man City, he's played Liverpool, and I don't think Manchester United wants Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, because Sterling was meant to take the penalty, Palmer, and Sterling took it off Palmer. That was Gallagher's fault. It was meant to send Sterling away. If Palmer took it, he would have scored.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
Sterling
leadership.
don't square it so many times. Like, he's done an interview. I don't know if you were here at the very start. I can't remember, but I basically was mentioning how he done an interview, and I'm not sure if you've seen the clip. Basically, he said that if someone's in a better position to score, he'll basically pass them the ball so they can score. Yet 5 times this season, he's had a chance to pass it to 1 or 2 players who would be essentially an open goal, and he's gone himself and messed it up.
Stephen, I was just watching the women game right now on the screen. Did you see the system they're using to check the offside rule?
It's the semi-automated technology. One, right?
Do what again?
Is it the semi-automated one that they use?
Yeah, the semi-automated one. Why would the Premier League use that system? It makes it so easy to tell whether the player is off or on. Why is the Premier League not using that system?
Do you know what? Yeah, we'll have to do a entirely set. Like, we'll have to do this on another stream, right?
Right.
But you know, IFAB, the lot that are basically the rule makers, yeah? They're basically doing a 3rd round of trials for a new offside. And basically it's the you are allowed to be more than just a little bit offside or something. You have to be quite far offside rather. I think it's if like the smallest part of your body is pretty much onside, like level with the opposition player, then you'll be deemed onside. But that's unfair. Like I get given the benefit of a doubt to an attacker, but when pretty much your whole body is offside, that's a bit too far to trial that. The way I look at that, and as I said, like I'll try and find the article I saw on it again, and I'll send it to you later if I remember. If not, then do please remind me, Nee.
All right,
But the way I see it,
let me
you don't
show
need to
this on the
change it
screen.
massively, right?
Yeah.
The things that are wrong are when you have it that, it's a toenail offside, yeah? If they done it that you're offside from, say, half of your foot being offside, that's fair to me. But when it's a toenail, it's taking the mick. Yeah, they use this in the men's one as well.
So, why is Premier League? This is live now on YouTube, but I'm not playing anything live. I'm just showing an image of this thing. Why is the Premier League not using this easy method to, easy approach and makes things so easy instead of drawing lines, using people's hands and boots with the millimeters and all that crap that don't make sense. This is the image of an Ajax player, and that's the image of Lauren James over there that plays Lauren James onside when she was going for the ball, and this is easy for people to understand.
And all you have to do with Disney, so they call it semi-automated offside because you technically still have to verify it, yeah?
Yeah.
But look how accurate that is. It's gone, okay, so the rule is to judge it by this. Then you, as a person who would be VAR, would look at that.
Let me move things around.
Okay.
You
would look at that if you're in the VAR room, say we're just basically checking that the system's done it correctly or whatever, yeah? You look at it, go, yep, the system's correct, there's no errors, and all that. Easy. That simple. That's basically all it is. It basically shows them it, and then they confirm it, and that's done. Then you get less human error, and you get less inconsistency. Because at the moment, 1 minute they're doing it from the elbow, next they're doing it from the shoulder, and you just don't know what's going on. Oh, I thought it was 2-0 then.
It's so easy. It's so easy, but Premier League are making things so difficult for themselves, and I don't get it. I don't get it myself. I don't get it. I want to love you forever. Said Reese out, Lauren in. Reese out. Oh, Reese James out, Lauren James in. I just got that one. I was like, what is she talking about? That was funny. You got me there. You got me there. I want to love you. You got me. You got me there. All right. So. Let me see. Let me show that on the screen again, Steven. Look at that. It's so
this is what I mean. You see that, you verify it. Yeah, correct, done.
Look at it. You can see the white line is on his boot, and then her hand is getting. I would say it's outside that white line, so you can tell Lauren James is right on.
Although I do not agree with being able to play a player on by the wrist. That is taking the mick.
Yeah.
That bit I don't agree with.
And what about the hand? The hand doesn't play foot. It's against the rules.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've marked it at the wrist. That bit I do disagree with. Yeah. It should be how they normally do it, which is by whatever the furthest point is of obviously the foot, the knee, the shoulder, sort of down to about the end of the sleeve of the shirt, basically, is where I would say it's fair.
And even Steven, if we have to remember, this is football. Football players are always in motion. Unlike athletics, they are not in motion. They're about to take off at the same time. But this is football. So if you have to rule goals out,
if you have to rule goals out for your wrist, you can't even run.
Yeah.
How can I run? Because when you run, your arms move and they move forward.
And some players have longer reach. Some players have longer reach. Others don't have longer reach. So in that manner, at the FA, Premier League, to be honest with you, they are too stubborn. those in charge, and Steven, the guy in charge of VAR, came out and said this. He said they're trying things. It will take 10 years for this thing to start working. So it means that football will be ruined for 10 years. Get ready for it. Are you ready?
See, it don't matter though, because even if they keep the majority of it as human, you're still getting human error no matter how many years it's been, because naturally that happens. You might get less dodgy decisions, but you still get the odd one or two that don't make sense.
All right, let me go to Nehemiah. Nehemiah, what do you make
Just
of
quick
these?
before you go,
Steven, go ahead.
it's
Go ahead,
2-0.
2-0?
Go Brighton.
Oh, because my thing is on the. Let me change it so I can forward it up. YouTube are dodgy, man. I don't. It's live. All right, Nehemiah. What do you make of these, VAR situations going on in the Premier League, causing so many problems?
I know those 3 years. Sometimes we're meant to win. They used to cheat a lot. We were meant to have a penalty and they don't used to give it, but I don't know why. But I think it's cheating. The referee used to go the other side, especially for example Liverpool. We're meant to have some penalties and we're robbed of 2 penalties.
Yep.
Right.
And then Liverpool got one, which seemed a bit sketchy.
All right, Steven, thank you very much for the update. I want to love you forever. Thank you very much for the updates. It says just a woman too. Ayers are in deep trouble. You don't get the right team to play. But Chelsea, what the hell? It is the only team I get scared when they play in Chelsea. It's Barcelona. That's the only team I can get worried about. I don't know about them this season, but we have to see. They're still on top. They're a team to beat. They're still a team to beat. But let's see. Guru Wrighton. Having it so easy, She was a assist queen last season. She's back from a long-term injury. And, another VAR check. They're reviewing that goal. Is it handball? Every goal after review.
They're checking for another offside.
Yeah, I think it's not handball.
They're checking for offside for because of we have a player who's right in front of the goal. Although she's I don't think she's touched it. And she's not in front of the keeper, so she can't be interfering with play. So I don't know how they're going to give it. They're checking for offside on Nuskin.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't in play. She wasn't intersecting.
She's not in the way, and it don't look like it touched her. So, she's not in the way of the keeper, and it don't look like it's touched her. So,
yeah, she wasn't standing in front of the goalkeeper. She wasn't tackling the ball. So this should be a goal.
Yeah, it didn't come off of her. It came off the defender.
Right. I mean, checking for everything before they allow it go. But I like that. Anyway, guys, so we've done a 1 hour and 27 minutes of live streaming. We have our special.
Do you think Sanchez is gonna leave the club or stay next season?
He won't leave in the summer unless it's on loan because he's still got, I think it's about 17 million book value left in the summer. So we would have to make at least that to break even. More than that, we make profit. If we sell for less than that, we make a loss.
Sounds good. Name, yeah.
They're sending refs.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, that's all good. All right. So, the decision is going to be a goal. She cannot. If VAR cannot.
But I don't want us to take Ramsdale though, because she's not a good goalkeeper either.
No. Just need to stay away. Chelsea need to stay away. Chelsea need to stay away from Ramsdale. Yeah, Chelsea need just to stay away from Ramsdale. VAR referee. If VAR could not see this, what can the referee see, Steven?
Why do you need a ref to check for an offside? Look, it don't touch her. It touches a defender.
Yeah, she just standing. Yeah, she just did this. Look at her.
She literally went
nope, and then she had the hands up, and then it touched the defender.
She moves out the way. They've given offside.
Oh, you can tell she's standing.
They've given offside.
How is this offside? It didn't touch it. This is crazy.
Let me see the match you're watching.
No, you can't see it.
You won't be able to see it on here.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
If you've got another device, go to the DAZN YouTube.
Let me share the link so you can watch it. Let me share it right now for you. The link is right there. I can't preview else YouTube would block my channel right now because it's live. When it's live, you can't do that. So that's it right there.
Such BS, man.
That don't make any sense. That don't make any
Never
sense.
mind, we've scored anyway.
Oh, scored again?
Yeah.
Gee.
But watch them check for offside on Lauren James coming back into play now.
Oh, yeah, penalty. It was a pen. They didn't even take a pen. Steven, it was a pen.
What do you mean it was a pen?
The blockhead went down. Isn't it? Before the goal came, they took it down, and they didn't take it. You didn't see that, Steven?
You've lost me.
Oh, you didn't see they brought her down in the 18. Okay, I'm not so sure if there was a contact or not, but she went down in the 18.
One that she's just slid in and scored.
Yeah, this one, clear goal. Beautiful. All right, Nehemiah, big up to you, Luca again. Luca said big up. Luca. All right, Steven, are we done? Are we done, right? We tackled everything.
We touched on FFP stuff. We touched on Rayan Cherki. We touched
Omari
on the whole
Hutchinson.
Raheem Sterling thing, Omari Hutchinson. Yeah, I think that was everything. And
then happy birthday to Hakim Ziyech, Nehemiah. So Nehemiah, his birthday today, right?
Yeah, he's 32 years old.
32 years old. Ziyech,
and he's going to be sold.
Yeah, he's going to be sold in a way. I don't know why. I think it's dodgy medicals that failed him. He would have been sold by now.
That done my head in, you know. Do you know what annoyed me the most about that? Yeah, I don't know if both of you saw this or not. Yeah, actually, you probably saw it because I think I sent it to the group. Yeah. So you know when he was going to go Saudi, he then failed the medical. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposedly something to do with his leg or his knee. Yeah. Then like days later, he sat on a pitch. Yeah. And he's put something about knees. Am I right? With a laughing face. I don't know if you remember it.
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Steven. What a crush from Lauren James. Steven, I do remember. Right, so
that's why, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just hope that our players don't get injured after international break, though.
Oh, yeah. I hope it doesn't happen. You know, some players
hope it don't happen. So in my just quickly, Rightney.
Yeah.
In my Discord, I've got a text channel called Predicted Lineups. Yeah. Somebody put their predicted lineup for our first game back after internationals. I went, bro, don't do it yet. Knowing our luck, something can happen during internationals. You don't want to be predicting yet. I know our luck. We've got zero luck when it comes to injuries.
Yeah. I know. I mean, there's definitely. I was watching Enzo, but see, Enzo Fernandez has been very healthy. I'm very, very happy. He hasn't gone down like the others. Enzo, I saw Enzo and what's his name again? This United defender from Ajax.
Huh?
Do you remember his name? This Manchester United defender, centre back, the short centre back.
Short centre back. Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez, isn't he? Martinez. I saw him training with Enzo. A couple pictures on Twitter or X.
Yeah, because they've joined up for internationals now.
Yeah. So
I think Ecuador have both of their games in the USA. And I also think for once they actually finish about a week before our first game back. So normally they come back, like the South American players come back 2-3 days before we play. But I think from what I saw, the Ecuador players, so obviously Caicedo, I think they finished their games about a week before Chelsea play. So
thank you, guys. I think we are done for the day. Nehemiah, thank you very much. And remember, the platform is built for you guys. Anytime you feel free that you want to discuss football, you want to get in, feel free and click on the Nehemiah. Okay, remember.
Yeah.
What's your location? Are you in London?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. Your accent sound like your a London boy. All right. So thank you. Thank you very much, Nehemiah. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Not like Stephen G. Thank you very much for coming on as usual. For doing the show with me. I want to love you forever. Much love to you, the Sasuke Guna himself, right there, just a perspective. Look at see it, look at AFC, the man himself, also in the building. Nehemiah, like I said, Scala United, and AJ, and Gula Mustafa. Anyone that tune in, everyone that tune in today, and our viewers on Twitter, X. Thank you very much for liking the video and also following the platform on X, and also those that were able to follow us on our YouTube platform. Blueclouds Media is giving you all that you need, all in one buffet. All in one buffet is what we talk. All you can eat on this platform. We talk about everything. I don't know, but maybe I think in the next show tomorrow we'll talk a little bit about William Saliba, why he keep declining the England call up. Stephen, I'm sure you have your take on the Saliba's issue, Stephen.
Saliba? You mean Ben White?
Is it Saliba? Maybe Ben White. Saliba is French, right?
Yeah.
France. Yeah. So Ben White. Yeah. Why Ben White keep?
Yeah, we touched on it briefly the other day, but we can touch on it tomorrow or something if you want.
Yeah. So, Santiago says go blue. Santiago, I don't know if you've been there listening, but you never said anything. Finally, Santiago said something. So, guys, we want to see you off back again. We want to interact to you guys. So the link will be there, like I say all the time. Santiago, I want to see you commenting tomorrow, Santiago. Come on, surprise me tomorrow. All right. So, guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. Lil Desperando and Stephen G.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Hang on to hope. Don't worry much about today. Today has already taken care of yourself. Worry about tomorrow. And we'll be back again. Same time, 6 p.m. and 5 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. American time, Eastern time. Bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.